Welcome back to our Blue Z Water channel. This is part 4 of our neck treatment protocol series. So in our last video, we went over using the Comfortrac, the G machine, the Theracane, and in this series, we're going to also talk about the trauma release exercises. We're going to talk about how this practice helps release deep freeze trauma memories stored in the limbic system. So if you have any questions, this is quite a deep meditative subconscious healing practice, and we have many practices in our trauma release program, so this would integrate into that practice. And of course, this will help work on structural injuries in the neck and spine and with brain issues. So if you have any questions, please contact me, Andrew at bluezwater.com. Please take a look at our links to our total neck treatment protocol, part 1, part 2, and part 3. Thank you.
Alrighty, so please watch video number 3 to just see how you integrate the Comfortrac, the Theracane, and the G machine. This is going to be just a consciousness-oriented video. So basically, once you have the spine rocking with the G machine, again, we get the hips to the nice full range of motion. And we have the neck gently traction, never overstretched, just gentle like all stretching, get gentle to moderate stretching. And we're now accessing the key meridian points. This is a potential to go into a meditative state. I call this is very akin to a lot of the work I do in the body work where traumas come up. Now, freeze trauma is the hallmark of what some people call karmic memory. Whatever the memory is, it's kind of locked in and it's very deep, and you've created a resistance or a freeze state around that memory. It might not even be your own memory. It might be actually something you took in from someone else, and it's their literal traumatic streams of events that they have put together, and you actually could sense or take it in, let's say, your mother's traumas. So she took it from her parents. So this is part of the Ho'oponopono teachings, that these are memory events that you've inherited that are in you, kind of like you've imbued the movie, along with all the somatic protection around these events. If anybody studied homeopathy, a good example would be homeopathic miasms. So the idea is, regardless of the source and regardless of who, what, where, or when, is that if there's a memory and a freeze surrounding the memory, we want to create a field and a dynamic practice to allow that memory to surface and to put it into such a loving, healing state that it can be transformed, let go of, released. The memories essentially believe themselves. If you want to think about belief, a trauma event creates a lot of belief. Belief that you'll never be safe, belief that you must fight, belief, you must always run or you must protect. So that this is quintessential to all trauma states. On top of those beliefs come other beliefs like, I will stay loyal to my gang or my country, or, I will, have to stay aggressive my whole life to survive, to, never let up. So it translates into business practices or work practices. It affects relationships. So this is a primitive, beautiful practice to get into really these deep sort of streams of memory, and to just create a general letting go forgiveness practice. So since these memories are stored very deep within the spine and the brain, we're targeting the spine in this practice, rocking the spine. We're finding key blockages with this Theracane, and we're just sensing into the blockages. So if it's along the spine, you're going along the spine, you find where the energy, just follow the energy. If the energy is really intense in one place, just lean in, and you're using your body as sort of the body's wisdom to direct this. The body will show you where the energy blockages are. This is the beauty of really good acupuncture when you're paying attention. It's really cluing you in. So now when I do this, by the way, I feel a little pain in my knee, interestingly enough. So after this, I might treat points along related to my knee. Also, I've been on the Chi machine kind of doing this video for a while, so that could be part of the problem. By the way, you can always put a pillow under your knees if you have knee issues. So anyhow, you find the points as you're rocking along the spine. Start there and just listen. Now, you might just feel the energy. You might start to get some memories, visions. So just find the point. So you're opening up this whole pathway with the rocking, tractioning the neck, and just listen. Now, you might just get a sense of energy, you might get a sense of memory, you might actually, many times I actually can kind of remember an age, kind of like I'm back at that age, to emotional memory. But a lot of the very, very deep memories are stored in the spine itself. And this is where you've done a lot of protection. Now in acupuncture, like right now I'm up by the lungs, so this would be lung, kidney, bladder associated with the lungs. In other words, it's a fear, but also lungs are more like a grief, so it's almost like a dual circuitry. And you just want to listen, allow the feelings, the energy. You might get memories to come up. It's almost like I can have a sense of taste now, it's a vague memory of something I drank or ate. You can get all kinds of sensory memories when you do this. Okay. For the neck specifically, since this series is about the neck, again, you can go in to points along the neck. You're waving the spine, you're finding the points, and listen. Now we're getting closer to the brain. You could also slightly wave the neck to help the release. Never aggressive, just slight wave. Again, listen to what's showing up. If you really just listen, you're going to kind of tune into your inner self, your inner emotional self. This is like what's called inner child work. These are memories that are very deep to the heart, deep to, where you felt you might have been wounded or offended, or you couldn't express. So just, the neck is right here when you're in the throat chakra. There's big kidney points here, right below the throat chakra. So you start to explore this region from an energetic point of view and see what shows up. Now, the TRE exercises, I'm going to just show you right now. Okay, so essentially you could just, while you're trembling doing TRE, a lot of times the energy will wave up the spine, but it hits the neck and it kind of blocks. So over time, when I was doing the trembling of the TRE, I noticed I want to wave my head. I want to release my neck. This is a big gate, and the sacrum is a big gate. This is a gate between the spine and the brain, and particularly right above the limbic, the primitive brain. And then the sacrum is like, I call it the second neck, is a gate to the whole lower extremities. So we want to open those gates. Craniosacral therapy is literally using the occiput and the sacrum as sort of a hookup, but you do many hookups in that work to open up the gates. So, and when it comes to the neck, while you're doing this trembling of the TRE, you can add a little secondary wave, and you might sense memories starting to flow. It creates like almost a letting go release. And then you could also, like with the Chi machine, just add in some gentle, find some points. There's a point right there, actually. So this is like sort of like using this is more inside out. This is internal. Great practice. I really encourage this this TRE work to be done with the vibration machine, which is a trauma release whole body vibrational protocol, and the chi machine. If you've had a lot of trauma, this could be, it could backfire on you. You're not ready to do the gentle letting go. So you want to work the outside in with the chi machine is more external in, and so is the vibration machine. Essentially, it's a more gentle approach to trauma. Once you get accustomed to doing these practices and you feel safe enough to explore the memories in a less reactive way, it almost becomes like an art form, a creative, the dark side becomes something almost you're curious about. Alrighty, so once again, we use the chi machine, rock the spine, or trauma release exercises, rock the spine, gently traction the neck, the Comfortrac. Find the points, follow the points, listen to the body. The points are intelligent. It's like almost like a whole life review. The points are bringing you to the places that you need to be loving, reintegrate. It's kind of like soul retrieval work. So great practice, great meditation for trauma, for integration. If you have any questions, please contact me, Andrew Water. We'd love to help you set up these protocols. This is specifically can help with a lot of neck issues, and obviously this is a whole body, whole spine, neck release practice. So please look at all the videos once again. 1, 2, 3. This is the more consciousness-oriented video. Thank you. Take care.